Okay, so we are finishing up with the sodium-22 spectrum, and if you look at it, of course, it has its characteristics as well. There's a peak here, very well defined, very clean spectrum here. So I will stop that one, and you can grab its data file, and I'll clear it now. And that's sodium-22, and move on to. Looks like our next candidate is going to be barium-133. So barium-133 is now on top of the detector, and off we go. Changing the Y, there we go, changing the Y-axis scale, there we go. Here comes barium-133 coming in. Looks like a relatively, oops, focus is gone here. Looks like a relatively active source, which is good, barium-133. And we'll let it run a bit. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 peaks in there. And it's just so tempting also to get your hand on that amplifier gain and really just stretch the spectrum out using all the dynamic range. But of course we don't want to do that, because remember, we got to reserve this area here for those high energy gamma rays. So just let it run, and you shouldn't have any problem getting in there with some sort of cursor in MATLAB or something like that to identify the peak. So we'll let this run for a few minutes here and come back to barium-133, and then we'll wrap up our gamma ray data taking with americium-241.